Previously on Beggars and Choosers.
We've got to go to Ford and Krasnikoff, and we have to do it today because if we don't, NBC's going to get it.
All right, go to 375.
I can go to 375,000.
Volpone, are we going to let 25,000 come between us?
In order to optimize sperm count, it is recommended to refrain from ejaculation within 72 hours of ovulation.
Well, then what are they suggesting? You just go cold turkey until the thermometer rises?
I thought you wanted to do this.
But I didn't think that it involved giving up sex for 2 weeks a month.
One of my producers got a call from a chambermaid at the Peninsula Towers. Said that EL was with a hooker the night he had a stroke.
What?
According to the source, the hooker was tall, Latin, and used handcuffs.
That's ridiculous.
You already had enough on your mind. I didn't think the last
transvestite to
service EL.
And so I'm telephoning you to inform you that the person who disturbed your sleep with his discourteous phone call is no longer. You will be receiving no more phone messages from Vladimir Vilst or from anybody else. Sleep well, Volpone.
I love your script, and I know just how to fix it.
Is this a relationship?
I don't know. Is it?
If it isn't, we're not having sex anymore.
She just had her face done again. Next month, she's redoing her ass.
I hate Ojai. They don't have any Korean restaurants.
No, I don't like when an 818 area code says about my career.
What does he drive?
A Toyota.
Oh, forget him.
Where is he? He's in intensive care, but I can get to him.
You're kidding. She's 45 if she's a day. She's a young 45. No, you're breaking up. I can't hear you. I'm losing you. Yeah, I'm heading into the canyon. Yeah, I'm going to...
Story coming up, Chuck. The body of a 61-year-old reported Russian mob.
Hey, it's 7:30 in the morning.
Gotta be well informed, Dad.
Well, try reading the newspaper.
The newspaper's a dinosaur medium. You know, 73% of the people in this country say that television is their principal source of news. You, of all people, ought to know that. If I turn out to be illiterate, it's your fault.
Third in a series of grisly mob murders dating back to last July, when a Krasnikoff family lieutenant, Anatoly Barotin, was impaled on the gatepost of his Hancock Park mansion. LAPD Organized Crime Division Chief Lieutenant Tip Fresco was tight-lipped when speaking with our Sissy Solkowitz.
I wouldn't want to speculate on that.
You don't think that this is Nikki Krasnikoff's response to the Barotin hit, Lieutenant?
I think it'd be premature to reach that conclusion pending our investigation, which we're in the process of conducting.
That from LAPD OCD Chief Tip Fresco. In other news, as many as 150,000 people are feared dead in a mudslide in eastern Kazakhstan.
Did you hear the news this morning?
What?
Nikki Krasnikoff offed Vladimir Vilst.
So what else is new?
No, with a harpoon through the neck. Brad. Nikki had Vilst killed because he left a threatening message on my machine to back off from the deal.
No shit.
What?
Are you sure?
No, he called me and told me he was going to do it.
Oh, Jesus. Did you call the cops?
No, I was going to, but then my call waiting rang and then I went to see him and we started talking about writers and we did the whole, David Mamet, John Grisham dancing. Brad, how important do you think this deal is for LGT?
It could save the network.
Do you think I'd get credit for it, or would Rob?
I'll make sure it's you.
Yeah? You know, I think I can close at 375.
Go for it. But have the lawyers put in a clause that he still has to talk to even if he's indicted. Hey, you want to fool around? Hello?
Touch that cone.
Well, excuse me, but this is my parking space.
Yeah, well, find another one.
Look, you see the name on the sign, Rob Malone? That's me.
Yeah, congratulations, Rob Malone, but you still can't park here. County's testing stress points for seismic retrofitting, and this happens to be one of them. About 2 o'clock, I'm gonna have a backhoe in here. We're gonna go 20 feet under the pavement. You don't want your car 20 feet under the pavement, do you, Rob Malone?
Good morning, Chief. Excuse me. By the time we get through these tapes.
Yeah. So it's, what, 4 o'clock?
You'll never guess what is a geological stress point.
I'm sorry, I forgot to tell you we got a fax from the county on Friday.
Thank you.
May I have a quick word with you, Rob?
Hmm.
Letitia Martinez, intern.
Right.
I have a parking space in D-Lot over by the generating plant, and I was wondering if I could maybe get a closer spot.
Sure. Talk to Sid in maintenance.
I did. Sid said that I should talk to you.
He did.
You know, Rob, you are in violation of the federal handicap parking law.
I'll tell you what, Latricia, I want you to take my spot. It's right next to the building.
Well, I don't want to put you out of your parking space.
No, please, I insist. It's the least I can do, given your, you know.
Handicap. Well, it's not a dirty word. Thanks, Rob.
Just move the orange cone out of the way.
375.
375 plus 5 net points on syndication and 17.5% merchandising.
Что это за проценты? Что в них включается? Вообще, это только здесь или во всем мире? Ну так разбирайся. Разбирайся.
Worldwide and domestic.
Both.
А парки, аттракционы, черт в колесе.
Including theme park.
Yes, yes.
А книги, сериалы?
A remake, not novelization, and serials.
Of course.
А, t-shirts.
What about t-shirts?
You bet. Yeah.
Anything else?
Well, I just have one small request.
No, you are not going to put a deal breaker on the table at this point, are you, Volpone?
No. Just promise me you won't kill anybody while we're working together.
Напугалась девочка.
Обосралась, милая.
To the Nikki Krasnakov story.
Okay.
I I don't get it. If she's got a medical condition that interferes with her work, why can't we replace her?
Because the medical condition has to make it completely impossible for her to perform her job.
But she keeps shouting dirty words while we're filming.
According to SAG, Tourette syndrome is not 100% disabled.
Oh, and are they going to pick up the cost of our looping her every time Yolanda yells out "fuck" on camera?
Excuse me, may I say something? Speaking as a disabled person, I can attest to what it's like to live in a disability-hostile environment. By extending your compassion and understanding, you enable all of us to reintegrate ourselves into the human family.
And we thank you for sharing that with us. So, where's Lori?
Her car wasn't here when I arrived this morning.
She's still chasing the Krasnikov rates?
Well, I don't know, but I gave her the green light to go 375.
I still think it's a deal we don't want to make,
No,
Rob.
Marty, we don't have to worry about it. And NBC is going to outbid us for sure. Now, what else have we got?
Rob, there's been a new development in the EL and the hooker story.
Honey, I told you I didn't want to pursue that.
I understand that,
Okay.
Rob, but I just thought you ought to know that the hooker has surfaced.
What?
She's going to offer her story to Dateline.
That's impossible. I mean, how do you know?
Because she called me first. She says if she doesn't hear from me by the end of business today, she's calling Dateline.
Well, I think at the very least we should at least talk to her. Don't you, Rob?
Yes. No, we should talk to her.
Yeah.
Malcolm, don't you think that you should talk to her?
I'll get right on this.
What in God's name is LL gonna do if we go anywhere near this story?
Shit a brick.
After she fires us all. I mean, are we out of our minds?
Sorry. A little late. Just a little late.
Lauren? Are you all right?
I'm great, Rob. I'm great. I'm great.
So, where are we with Krasnikov?
Closed.
We closed?
$375 plus 17.5% of worldwide merchandising, including T-shirts, novelizations, and cereals. And Rob, this is the really exciting part. He promised not to have anybody killed during production or pre-production. I'm not sure about post.
Buongiorno.
Larry, what the fuck is going on?
Are we a tad testy this morning?
Did you call Dateline and try to peddle your story?
They called me.
What?
That's right. Turns out the chambermaid at the Peninsula Towers Hotel caught my act at the Queen Mary.
I ask you, what are the chances of a Honduran maid showing up at a nightclub featuring cross-dressing divas?
Oh, Jesus.
Well,
She was picking up her boyfriend. The busboy.
but don't worry. She can't prove anything.
Malcolm, what time is it?
It's 11:15. Why?
Let's have lunch.
Lunch?
You want to have lunch?
Yeah. How about Scarparelli? I love Scarparelli. They have a fabulous osso buco there, just to die for. What do you say, 1 o'clock?
Vodka? Empty stomach?
No, bran muffin and coffee.
Coffee's bad coming up. Where's the acid?
Oh, tell me about it.
Next time, pad your stomach with a glass of milk.
God, what next time? How often do you close a deal at 10 a.m. with a Russian?
When I was at CBS, Gary used to keep a bottle of Jack Daniels in his desk drawer.
Gary who?
Gary Torpin. Walk into programming meetings half in the bag and nod off after 10 minutes. It's the only way we ever got anything done.
Who is Gary Torpin?
He was head of CBS in 1970. Were you born in 1970?
Not quite. Oh, God. Could I be hungover already? Oh, God. It's not even lunchtime.
It'll get worse before it gets better.
Really?
Yes. Have one glass of white wine with lunch. Stay away from the fish. Then close your office door and take a 2-hour nap. You'll survive.
Huh.
Malcolm Lafley. Who's he with? Nobody yet. But did you hear? They're replacing Yolanda. Really? Yeah, she's got diabetes. They gotta give her insulin every couple hours on the set.
Oh, shit.
Every time they give her an injection, hair and makeup's gotta redo her. It's costing them a fortune.
Yes, madam.
Thank you. Sorry I'm late. You wouldn't believe the traffic on Santa Monica.
Very funny, Larry.
It's Lola to you. You didn't expect me to turn up in any old thing, did you? Oh, if they don't have osso buco today, I'm just going to cry.
Who is she? It's me.
You think that's the one they're replacing Yolanda with?
You could be.
Buongiorno.
Buongiorno to you, too.
There's something to start off with, signori?
Certo. A pink lady for me, please.
E lei, signor?
Iced tea.
Bene, grazie.
How butch. So, the carpaccio sounds good to start.
Larry, can we... Larry, can we talk business?
On an empty stomach?
This is not a social lunch.
I don't know. I never saw her before. Late 30s, maybe 40, tall.
Linda Gray 20 years ago.
Yes, Linda Gray, 20 years ago.
Extortion is an ugly word, Malcolm.
Well, what would you call it then?
Giving an old friend an opportunity. I want you to promise me that you'll consider it. I mean, I know it sounds a little out there at first, but I know that I can do this.
Do what?
And I would expect to audition for it, of course. I mean, if I asked you to cast me, that would be extortion. I just want to be considered. That's all. Just to have my hat in the ring, so to speak. Besides, B can't sing.
B.
Grazie. Thank you. B. Arthur. I know she's up for the role. Between you and I, don't you think she's a little over the top?
No,
You promise, Malcolm, promise me that you'll consider this.
I don't...
I was born to play Ethel Merman. The Ethel Merman story.
No shit.
The Ethel Merman story?
That's right. For some reason, he thinks we've got the Ethel Merman story in development.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, we may.
Well, you're kidding.
No, I had lunch with B. Arthur last week, and she pitched it.
B. Arthur as Ethel Merman?
I didn't say yes to her in the room. I don't know what the hell she's doing, going around town telling people that I said yes. I mean, I told her that I'd think about it.
I mean, I love B.
No, forget it. Come on. I mean, we're not going to do the Ethel Merman story. Really? I mean, why would we do the Ethel Merman story?
What if we did do the Ethel Merman story?
Yeah, no, see, I just don't see it. You know, okay, first of all, I don't think anybody even knows who she is anymore.
Well, nobody except maybe a few million gay men. Yeah. I mean, I don't know that. for a fact. But, you know, I've got a gay friend who says that gay men love divas, and Ethel Merman is the biggest diva of them all. But think about it, Rob. I mean, two birds with one stone. I mean, you get both Larry and B off your back.
It's blackmail.
All he's asking for is an audition. So we let him come. We let her come in. We let her do her thing. We say thank you very much. We'll call you.
Okay, but if we announce that we're going to do the Ethel Merman story and I don't cast B. Arthur in it, I'll tell you something. She's going to sue me.
Let her. Everybody else is.
LL's on one.
Did you tell her I was in a meeting?
Yes, she said I should interrupt you.
Well, tell her that I'm in a meeting with Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks?
Yes, Tom Hanks. Jeez.
Cojones, Rob.
Yeah, well, I mean, that woman is just really starting to piss me off.
She said that if you don't pick up the phone right now, you can start cleaning out your desk.
Jeez. Yeah, Miss Ludden, I was just talking about you to Tom here. Yes, he is. Yeah. No, in just a second. Can you do Tom Hanks? Really? Try.
Life is like a box of chocolate. Hello, Mrs. Ludden. How are you? Well, thank you, ma'am. Oh, I'll tell him.
What'd you say?
That I should tell you that EL could be off the respirator by Monday.
That's great.
She also mentioned you should start updating your resume.
The Ethel Merman story.
That's right. And they're talking to that bitch.
What bitch?
You know, the one who used to be on the Golden Girls, like 100 years ago, shitfuck.
B. Arthur. No kidding.
I want it, Brad.
You want it?
Get me the title role. I can sing better than that bitch, asshole.
Whoa, Yolanda, you're under contract to LGT to do Puerto Vallarta.
I'll do it during hiatus. Tell them it's gotta be when the show's down.
Your contract doesn't have a hiatus clause. Not to mention your Tourette syndrome.
Break the contract, motherfuck.
No can do. It's 5 years, exclusive and renewable.
I've got a medical condition. I've got doctors who'll say I can't do Puerto Vallarta.
Hey, how's it going?
I'm on serious medication, shitfuck cunt. It prohibits me from working on a
Right.
series. I can do Ethel.
You want me to call John Grisham and threaten him?
20 days shooting, motherfucker, asshole, penis on location in New York.
Let me call you back.
I like New York.
some
20
emails
days we shoot around me. Loop the shit out of me. Yeah,
tonight.
I'm tired of that fucking series
the
taking
office
my
with
clothes off every 10 minutes. Balls, piss, cocksucker. So, what do you think?
What do I think?
Ethel Merman.
You want to play Ethel Merman?
Yeah.
You know she wasn't Latin. She was Jewish and from the Bronx.
You some sort of racist? She doesn't take her clothes off, does she?
No.
Great, puss scumbag dick.
Okay. I'll put it in Pacoima. See if anybody finds it.
Good, vagina prick anus.
Yolanda, maybe you ought to think about upping your medication a bit.
Oh, I'm maxed out. Deliver, Brad. Or else I'm going to CAA. Pussy cock puke.
The Ethel Merman story?
Who told you?
You're getting glossies from agents.
Well, give them Malcolm. And I may be coming in a little late tomorrow morning.
What about your 9 o'clock?
Hmm.
With your daughter?
Oh, right. I forgot. She's coming in to pitch for Parker's company. You don't think Lori could take the meeting, do you? Oh, well, good night.
The Ethel Merman story?
Well, I don't believe it. It's like an out-of-control brush fire.
We're not going to do it.
Yes? No. Maybe.
Well, that covers the possibilities. Parker doesn't like the new Airstream.
Oh, what's wrong with it?
He wanted a built-in DVD player
And
a
didn't we
VCR.
give him that?
Yes, but it
You know,
can't be
Marty,
wired
I
for
can't
analog
bother
and
with this
digital.
right now. I just can't.
Oh, excuse us, gentlemen.
I swear to God, it's like they've moved in here.
I know.
You know, they're working out of, what's her name's
Letitia.
office? Yeah.
Listen, Rob, if we don't get a Mountain Man script in by Thursday, we're going to have to shut down.
Marty will have one. How do you know? Well, because Kendall knows the production schedule. Believe me, I'll bet you that the next script arrives the day before, like Wednesday morning, just like last time.
No time for rewrites.
Precisely.
Rob, he's holding a gun to our heads.
Oh, Marty, I've got so many guns pointed at my head. What's one more?
The Ethel Merman story.
B. Arthur pitched it last week, and now it's all over town.
What about the demographics?
Not as bad as you might think. Malcolm says that Ethel Merman is a big favorite among gay men.
Well, Malcolm ought to know.
Well, now, what do you mean by that?
Oh, hon, come on. You don't think that Malcolm is straight, do you?
Yeah.
What?
Well, I mean, I never really thought about it, quite frankly, but no, I asked him one time who he'd rather sleep with, Yolanda or Madonna, and you know what he said?
Both.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Trust me on this. Women know. Do you know what this morning was?
What?
The 7th day after the end of my period. Do you know what that means?
Oh, right. You mean...
I could start ovulating any minute.
And we could, theoretically...
Yeah.
Maybe we should practice tonight.
Oh, I would love to, but no.
No?
Sperm count.
Sperm count.
So how close are you to greenlighting the Ethel Merman story?
The Ethel Merman story?
Haven't you heard? It's your network.
No, I had a little medical problem this afternoon. So, who's doing it?
B. Arthur. But Yolanda wants me to go after it for her.
Well, we can do better than Yolanda. So what do Grisham's people say?
Pasadena.
Oh, God, Nicky doesn't understand passing. He's gonna send somebody to Mississippi to lean on Grisham.
You're kidding.
No, Brad, I'm not. He's used to getting what he wants.
Does that include you?
What are you talking about?
He seems very taken with you.
Brad, that's just the way he is.
You attracted to him?
Of course not. It's business, Brad.
Right. So, you want to, fool around?
Now?
Yeah.
No, I'm I'm too tired. I have a ton of scripts to read, so, I'll talk to you tomorrow, okay? Bye. Come here, honey.
The Ethel Merman story. It's all over town, man. Oh, your motor's down, Rob. I'm gonna have to overhaul it.
Didn't you just replace that motor?
Last February. LG, you know, builds up like a mother. You're looking at, $675.
$675.
Out the door. You read my script yet?
It's on my desk. I'm gonna try to get to it this week.
Okay, man. Got ABC salivating.
Well, you know, maybe you ought to give them first shot at it.
Rob, how long have I been cleaning your pool? 9 years. 9 years is a relationship in this town. I owe you first crack at this.
Analyze this.
I beg your pardon?
It's evidence. It was dumped on my doorstep 48 minutes ago.
Yeah, it's empty.
Oh, well, that's an astute observation, Agent Cutting.
What was inside of it?
It was a script written by Henry David Thoreau.
I beg your pardon.
He came out of retirement.
May I have it?
No, you may not.
But Mr. Malone, you said yourself it was evidence.
Yeah, and it's also episode number 7 of The Mountain Men, which I need to get to copying and distribution so that the show can stay in production. That is, if I decide to keep the show in production.
Well, why wouldn't you keep the show?
Okay, Detective Marsh, now you are in my area of expertise. I will get you both a copy as soon as the script is out of Xerox.
We're gonna need the original.
Oh, really? Well, then you're gonna have to subpoena it. And you know what you might want to do is go to that same judge you went to for the search warrant.
He promised us a decision today.
No kidding. You finally found a judge who's unfamiliar with the Fourth Amendment.
Thanks.
Congratulations. Okay, what is this? Oh, nice coffee mug.
Yes. Letitia had them made up for us.
Well, that's great. You know, that's just excellent. You know, if you need more office space, just talk to Letitia. I'm sure she can arrange it for you.
Rob, I need to run writers by you for the Tartikoff project.
Well, what happened? You mean to tell me that John Grisham turned you down?
Well, he would have. If he had returned my phone call.
Now, come on. You didn't really expect him to say yes, did you?
No, I was just making the call to make Tartikoff happy. So, Ben Kraslow?
No.
Rebecca Lish?
No.
Jed Walsh?
What's he doing?
Pilot of the Scavengers, NBC MOW, the Pellegrini Papers, multiple episodes of games. He's actually really good. Morning. What about Paul Hogia?
Right.
You like Paul Hogia?
I forgot you were going to pitch to me this morning. Did Debbie offer you some coffee?
I don't drink coffee.
No, of course you don't. Listen, I need copies of this to all department heads, legal included, immediate read, and we need to have a staff meeting right after lunch. Come on.
Rob, what about Shelley Kafour? Top 10?
No, later.
Wait, Rob, wait. Larry Belkin. He's really good.
Listen, have a seat, sweetheart.
Oh.
Yeah.
No. Can we keep this on a professional basis, please?
What do you mean?
Do you call every woman that comes in to pitch for you, sweetheart?
I'm sorry. I'm not used to being pitched by blood relatives.
Yes. Can you just forget about that for a minute?
I will do my best. So, Ms. Malone. John, just give me a second here. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No. Okay, but just go up to 1.75, and then just replace his Airstream, okay? Yeah. Sorry, sweetheart. I'm sorry. No, I mean, this is going to be difficult. Okay. So, do you want to start with the small talk part of the meeting, or do you want to just get right down to it?
Let's get right to it.
Okay.
Yes, thank you.
Oh.
Okay. You ready? Okay. This is the first one. It is 1 hour, kind of an edgy drama. Open on a big city law office, kind of like The Practice, but a little more upscale, right? Not LA Law upscale, but there are a couple of Picassos on the wall, right? Okay. I mean, not real Picassos, obviously, because there would be really a lot, but a really good reproduction because we...
Oh, excuse me. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Matt, what's going on? Well, okay, no, forget it. I'm not interested unless it's TV Guide. Yes. Well, then get me TV Guide, Matt. Come on. Okay. Jeez. Now, where were we?
Picassos.
Picassos.
On the wall in the law firm. Edgy but not downscale.
Right.
Okay. So, the head of the law firm is a really good-looking guy, 40s. I'm thinking Tom Berenger or Don Johnson. Oh, maybe a little more cerebral. Little Kevin Kline thrown in, maybe, huh? But not overly cerebral, though. Not like Ben Stiller or something.
Excuse me.
Daddy, please.
Yeah, Debbie, listen, just hold all my calls, okay? Thank you. Okay. I am now all yours.
Thank you. Okay. Kevin Kline, not as cerebral as Ben Stiller.
Got it.
Okay. So the head of the firm, he is divorced, right? Not a big deal, but this is the thing. His ex-wife is a DA, and he has to go up against her in court.
Adam's rib. No, it's RKO, 1949. Spencer Tracy is a prosecutor, and his wife, Katharine Hepburn, is a defense attorney who's representing a woman up for murder.
Yes. Well, you know, that was like 50 years ago, right?
Yeah, and you know, I'm just using it as an example. Okay. Really, just an example. Go on.
Thank you. Okay, there is a really hunky guy in the law firm, kind of a Luke Perry type, right? Or maybe Matt Dillon, if we could get him, right? And, you know, he's always getting into trouble. And he also has this unresolved thing with Tom Berenger's assistant, right? And she is kind of like a Holly Hunter type, you know, sort of neurotic. For the last neurotic. And so they have this little thing.
All right, now, let's get right into it. Now, you've all read the new script?
Yep.
Okay, we've got to decide by 5 whether we're going to put it into prep tomorrow or not. So, the floor is open.
Well, it's very interesting. From a creative point of view, I suppose. Certainly is controversial.
Controversial? It's more like paranoid right-wing conspiracy. Blowing up the city's water lines because there's fluoride in it?
Just the pipes to the compound, Margaret. Just their pipes.
They don't own the water pipes? We are looking at emulative behavior problems here up the yin-yang.
Okay, but what about the show itself? I mean, did anybody find this to be interesting television?
Well, it could be if there was a little heat. I mean, you need to jack up the stakes here. The whole third act is a big yawn. What if we put a time lock in? The dynamite intended for the water pipes is linked to a 4-hour fuse. We can super a ticking clock in the corner of the screen.
Excuse me, Rob, it's your wife.
Oh,
It's a good idea, don't you think? We're gonna be like watching the clock and thinking this.
Kendall's gonna hate that.
Kendall's not here.
Now?
Marty, Kendall's kidnapped, remember?
Why does he keep sending us scripts?
You know, we don't need
You know,
him.
I thought we had like a 14-hour window.
Like 100 shows.
They quit, Laurie.
You know
They all quit.
Marty,
Okay.
we can pull one from
No,
another
all right.
show.
Who?
Okay.
Okay.
We have like a hand.
Excuse me, I've got a little emergency at home, so,
What, is Cecile all right?
No, oh, she's fine, perfectly fine.
Rob, when are you gonna be back?
I don't know.
Bet they have an offer on their house.
Cecile?
In here. $99.9.
That's good.
Yeah.
Great. So, should we just get down to it?
Well, I could handle a little seduction.
Oh, of course, yeah. You know, just let me slip out of these clothes. Yeah, I'll be right back.
You know, when I got up this morning, it was 99.1, which is a little high for me. So then I thought I'd better take my temperature again after breakfast. And then I did. It was 99.4. But then I thought it might have been my system metabolizing the food,
Cecile,
so I
could
didn't
we forget
know.
about the thermometer just for a moment? okay?
Okay. Sorry.
Okay. It's kind of light in here, don't you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, There. Better. Well, how about a glass of wine?
Really? I mean, you think that's a good idea?
Hon, there's nothing in there yet.
Well, I know, but what if we do it, and then what if there's still some alcohol left in my system? Anyway, it's 2:30 in the afternoon.
Okay, no wine. Yeah. Just an idea.
Oh,
what?
I just thought of something.
What?
It's Wednesday. Carrie gets home early from school on Wednesdays.
Well, we still got 45 minutes, so. Yeah.
Oh, well, okay.
Yeah. 45.
All right. Yep. You know, could you close the door just in case?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. I better get it. Yeah, what? Now? No, Debbie, no. You tell Mrs. Ludden that I am not available to speak to her now, and that I will call her when I am available to speak to her. And if she doesn't like that, she can go fuck herself, or words to that effect. Okay? And listen, Debbie, also, unless the network is burning down to the ground, no more calls. Yeah. Okay, here we go. What?
This isn't working, is it?
No. It's the whole command performance aspect of it. I mean, there's something about having to do it that makes you not want to do it at all.
I know.
I mean, it's like we're at the mercy of the damn thermometer. I'm sorry.
Well, there is an alternative.
Yeah, what?
You could do it every 14 hours.
Saturation bombing, huh?
Yeah, what do you think? Are you up to the
I
challenge?
don't know. Oh, fuck it. Let's have a glass of wine.
Yeah,
What do you
I say yes.
Okay. Oh, don't go anywhere. I don't believe this.
Mr. Malone, I'm in possession of a federal warrant signed by United States District Judge Klaus Schreck, authorizing search of said premises as of 2 p.m. today, October the 5th, 1999.
So, you found old fuck the Fourth Amendment Shrek, huh?
You shouldn't use that type of language about a federal judge, Mr. Malone.
And what happens if I refuse to let you and the dustbusters come in?
We are authorized to use appropriate force to execute the warrant.
Well, in that case, come on in. Cecile, get dressed. We have guests, dear. We like to take a little nap in the afternoon. Sure. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Well, that's right. Well, at the moment, I'm having the FBI search my house, Mrs. Ludden. How about you? Don't forget to check the lettuce crisper. Well, Well, I'll tell you what I think. I think that Kendall Gifford engineered this entire caper just to blackmail LGT. Yeah, because as long as we can't find him, he's going to have creative control over the content of the show. Look, Mrs. Ludden, I know it's going to cost money to take this thing out of production, but it's the only way we're going to get him to resurface and start being responsible to us. No, I don't know how much it's going to cost exactly. Talk to Marty Hertz. Yeah, but the license fee is 1.8. Yeah, no, $1 million. Yeah. Well, anyway, no, the whole situation has become untenable, and I've just decided that I have to do something about it. It can't go on any longer. So I've decided to shut down the show. Well, it's my call, and I'm making it. So after I'm fired, where would you like to go?
The Italian Riviera.
Oh, the Italian Riviera. That'd be nice.
Yes.
Unless I'm in a federal penitentiary.
So, did you hear the Mountain Men was in the top 10 last week? That's right. Without a writer. Nobody knows where the hell Kendall Gifford is. There's a rumor going around town that he checked into the Walden Pond Marriott. Apparently, he's shacking up with Emily Dickinson or something. They're having transcendental sex. Hey, don't knock it till you've tried it. So Rob Malone, the president of LGT, and my boss, by the way, he finally has a hit show on his hands. What does he do? He shuts it down. In the words of Jay Leno, Rob, what were you thinking? Of course, the big news is he just had his house searched by the FBI. It was on Eyewitness News. Did you see that? Even they were looking for what the hell he was thinking. We're getting a little worried here at Parker's Palace. But I don't know if you know, we were number 3 this week. Well, thank you. But, you know, we're a little nervous because we move up a couple of notches. We're history. So if you have any friends with the Nielsen box, tell them to watch, like, Walking Through Cornwall or something. So thanks for being here tonight. I really appreciate it. And if you enjoy the show, please, don't tell anyone. It's a kiss of death around here. Have a good time.
No, I want both of you out of here by noon today.
We're still investigating?
Rent an office.
Good morning, Rob. May I speak with you about medical insurance?
No.
Morning.
Morning.
Top 10?
In a moment.
Your mother called?
Oh, thank you. Mom? Yeah, it's me. Yeah, how are you? But, now how did you hear about it? It was on Entertainment Tonight. Oh. No, Joan Collins? No, we're not even talking to Joan Collins. Yes, Mom, I know that Ethel Merman wasn't British. Look, Mom, we haven't even committed to it, okay? Well, I know, but just because they say something on Entertainment Tonight doesn't necessarily mean that it's true. No, we don't lie on purpose, Mom. We just lie by accident.